Mine technology stock got me really excited twice, but then excitement wore off. Let's go over the highlights and some of the risks. Mind Technology, by the way, shout out to the Discord here for suggesting this stock, is a micro cap in America. $65 million in market cap. Absolutely tiny. That's a fantastic number if you're trying to make a ton of money. Price to earnings 2.84, and this number gets even better if we look historically. Absolutely fantastic as well. So this company, just briefly what they do, they're a leading provider of technology here for the marine industry, so marine exploration, survey, defense, doing mapping, doing also defense here, looking for submarines in this case. So basically geological exploration and also this submarine type of detection. So anti-submarine warfare is what they are calling it. Mind Technologies also has a very, very interesting valuation measures, as you see on the slide right now. Something big went down in the company. And after digging through the numbers, I discovered exactly what this big thing was. So initially, I had a theory that they landed some huge orders because, look at market cap here back in 2024. 6.33 million with an enterprise value of 44.91 million. This basically means that they have a lot of debt because enterprise value is market cap plus debt minus cash on the balance sheet. And then all of a sudden here in 2025 we can see that the market cap is actually larger than the enterprise value. So this means no debt, or that the cash position is a lot larger than the debt. That's the only reason why market cap would be larger than enterprise value. We can see this more notably in, for example, Apple. So this got me really hyped, really excited. Micro cap, price to earnings looks amazing, and we also see this enterprise value being smaller than the market cap. Wow. So I took a look at some historical trends in macro trend. Seems to be very, very cyclical. Got me a bit disappointed. If we scroll down a bit, we could see that earnings per share here back in the day, 2012 here, for example, was $20 a share. So a bit of a disappointment there. Of course, share count is very, very different as well, as I soon discovered. If we take a look at the amount of outstanding shares, I just needed to go to the balance sheet on Yahoo Finance and look at shares issued from 2024 to 2025 here. We can see that shares just take a massive jump. So this is in thousands, going from 1,400,000 shares to almost 8 million shares in total. Just massive dilution, so a big equity offering. We can see a big amount of these funds owning as well, with insider ownership being a little more than a percentage point in this company. So this got me a bit disappointed as well, because before I looked at these numbers, I looked at a press release from Mind Technology where they talked about a massive order valued at roughly $4 million. And I was thinking perhaps the new CEO that took over from 2021 was able to turn this company around, make it more profitable, bring in these large orders, be less reliable on the few amazing salespeople, and just scale with process rather than putting a lot of risk here on talent. Because looking at millions of American dollars in revenue from 2021 when he took over. It was 21 million, and now at 2025 this has scaled every single year since then up to 47 million now. So it was a lot of green flags initially and looked really amazing at the surface. But then once I dug in a bit more into the company, I saw this massive share dilution, and obviously this is the reason behind market cap being larger than enterprise value. It's not a huge amount of profit and new orders. Obviously, earnings per share looks really amazing right now. This could potentially drive stock price a lot higher if they are able to continue that performance. But also looking historically, we've seen that this has been cyclical. They have been big in the positive in the past, only to turn negative for a very long time, and now they are back in the positive again. Is this the start of a massive bull run? Only time will tell. It's definitely an interesting stock. It's definitely extremely difficult to price Mind Technologies. Would I buy the stock? Not right now. I would need to listen in on the earnings call, get more of a gut feeling on the CEO. Obviously, small insider ownership is a bit of a red flag, but if they are able to scale earnings per share, continue to deliver in that manner, they get some large defense orders, well, then this is a hidden gem overlooked by the market for sure. And to be fair, all this uncertainty also makes the current valuation more attractive. Absolutely tiny company. Remember here, 65 million. This is peanuts. This is absolutely tiny. And a single huge order could make all the difference in the case of Mind stock. Alright, that's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now, bye bye.